Hey everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and welcome to episode 4 of Dream Daddy, the dad dating simulator. Where we last left off, we were meeting Hugo, which is a teacher of our daughter, I guess the high school that she's going to. So, we met him, and now we are talking. So he's in the middle of a class. So Colin stands up and does a thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody, very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs.
Oh.
Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Please call me Hugo.
I don't know.
I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk it up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda overshared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved, she's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. I think that's the right question, the right answer. Also, it's kind of hard with all the people that are playing this game not to see, I haven't watched anybody else play this game, but I have seen titles of people's videos, and it leads me to believe I was correct that this game does have more to offer than what we're thinking. But there's multiple endings to this game that I'm aware of, so I could get a different ending than somebody else that's playing. It just depends on my choices, and it's like one of those stories that choose your own ending, where you go, if you choose this, then you go to this page. If you choose that, you go to this page. I've done both scenarios, by the way. I would read those things, and I'm I'd flip to the first page, or the page that it says, for the one instance, and then I'm if I like that outcome, I'll go with that one. But I'll also check the second one, or however many choices there are, and I'll read through, and I'm yeah, I don't like that choice. A lot of them end up in death or something. Goosebumps books did a couple of those, where you choose your own adventure. Those things are so tedious because you're constantly flipping through pages, and it's hard. I would think it would be hard to know which page to put where, because it's not like a regular story. It's it tells you on the front of the book, do not read this book from cover to cover, because it's not, it's not one of those kind of books. You have to start at the beginning, then turn to a certain page, and then turn to another page. It's chaos. I don't really like choose your own adventure books, but I digress. I've been talking about choose your own adventure books. Okay, so anyway. Sorry, itchy nose. I haven't noticed anything different about her, but she always tends to put on a happy face no matter what.
Oh.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal, and I appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her. I'd hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Mena. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped thinking a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes? They ever catch that rye? They ever catch that rye? Yes. Okay. That was hearts without even trying. That, I guess. Okay, I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. Still a bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I could talk to her about what's going on.
Oh.
This is still, like, no dating, like, yet. I mean, this is, like, the 4th episode, and I have not yet once gone on a date with a dude. It's all just been dialogue and getting to meet people and, you know, whatnot. But there's no dates. This isn't really a dad dating simulator. It's just the life simulator so far. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops into the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I just gossip about our celebrity crushes. So we talked about Mario Batali the whole time. It was a very productive meeting.
Oh.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's make something at home. Let's go to the small food court. I think making something at home would be a little more, like, homey and whatever. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw some together a gourmet meal worthy of the food channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it'll at least be edible.
Yes.
That's the spirit. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but... Okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, it's good to share. Love you. Oh, also, I got 2 fans on me. I found this fan here. It's a clip-on fan that plugs in. The other one that I have is one that plugs into a USB port. But this one has 2 controls, low and high. The other one just has on. So I have this one blowing on me from this side. Then I've got the box fan down here blowing on me from this side. So if you hear like a big whirring sound, it's this and this. So no worries, right? Okay, back to the thing. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vegas's class. It's fine. He's fine. You pull up to a stoplight and I Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't doing the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? It's, I don't think you'd get it. Okay. ... Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad? Ugh. I've got a lot of experience being a disgruntled teenager, because I basically still am a disgruntled teenager. So I can play act as one of those pretty good. Just so you know. I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess the conversation is over. I like reading these things. Even though it does catch me up sometimes when I'm trying to not cough. But it's fun to read because I like to do... I'm not really doing voices, but it's still fun to, like, do the emotion behind it. Even though sometimes I'm just kind of like... I'm not trying to be like monotone or robotic or anything. I'm trying to make this a little bit more interesting because it's a lot of friggin' reading and we haven't even got on a friggin' date yet. Now I understand why, like, a lot of the first episodes of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and all that were like over 30 minutes long because they had to do that long just to get into the friggin' game. Not that it's a bad game, it's just taking a while to get to the point of what the game is. So, anyway, Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. I found this artisanal I think it's artisanal, mac and cheese recipe online that I've been trying to try. Artisanal? That's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and then cheese. Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you, of all people, should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus, it has bacon in it. Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon? Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem.
Oh.
We get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump into a bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty so I can chop a bunch and toss it into a pan to get it sizzling. The key to good mac and cheese is balance of texture and flavor pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and the bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. Mouthfeel? What's a mouthfeel? You know, when you eat stuff in the texture. Listen, I've been watching a lot of the Food Channel, and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order, hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food. It's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Defenestrate. Boisterous. Lenticular. Cattywampus. Discombobulated. All of a sudden, the bacon burst into flames. Must have not been paying attention to how hot the pan was. Fire! Fire! Oh god! Fire! I run around the kitchen looking for anything to put out the fire. Not water. Not water! I grab a cup of water and Amanda snatches it out of my hands. Nope! She puts it down and calmly grabs the lid for the pantry. She places it on top of the flames and turns down the heat. I finally calm down. Did I almost burn our brand new house down because I was too busy saying silly words? Indubitably. Cool. Who wants takeout? Amanda and I order Chinese food and eat it on the couch of our new living room. She flips on the TV. Oh cool, Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but they're also hunting ghosts. Also the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen. It's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, finds themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they're saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint, Dogbone, after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed to get a good night's sleep. And next day, I guess? Again, like, we're meeting I think we have to meet all of the guys first or something, and then choose our ideal guy out of all 6, I'm thinking. I don't know. I mean, we've met a couple of them now, so I mean, we've at least got 4 to choose from. We got the guy that met us from next door. We got the guy whose daughter was trying to run up us. We got the bro that wanted us to go jogging with him. Then we got the guy from the coffee shop, and then we got the teacher. So we shouldn't only have the bad guy. The bad boy. Z. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. Maybe we should already do this. You never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and then spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk. But I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. There's food. I'm excited. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everybody brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are a lot more for me. Don't you want to meet some other people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with store-bought veggie plate. We didn't want to risk burning the house down again. Good idea. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in a small cluster. I set our veggie plate down on the table with 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi.
Oh.
Then Christian and Christy, they're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's the youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how can I forget my lovely wife, Mary? So, if he's married, then how am I supposed to date him? And she looks very evil. Like, why? Like, compared to him. Like, she's like the opposite of him. Totally. I mean, do you get that, right? I mean, he is all blonde hair, polo shirt, sweater draped over his shoulders, brown pants. He looks like the epitome of Christian dad. Her, on the other hand, looks like she's a devil worshiper. Even though she's got a cross around her neck, she looks like some kind of evil bitch that's like secretly goes into the basement and worships Satan, you know? I mean, I could be totally wrong, but she just doesn't... what's the word I'm trying to think of? She just screams... Not the word I was going for, but she just screams not Christian to me. She doesn't seem like she's a... But again, like, I thought she was... Oh wait, maybe he's divorced? I'm thinking? Because when we first talked to him, didn't he say that he was raising 3 kids by himself? I just assumed that his wife died, but maybe she's his ex-wife. Well, we'll find out.
Hey.
Okay, then maybe not. Picture on the cheeks. I could have swore when we first met him, he was a single dad. I'm not wrong, am I? Because when we first met him, he goes, I'm taking care of 4 kids by myself. And then we're awkwardly talking about it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's perfectly fine to raise 4 kids by yourself, right? I'm not wrong. I'm not going crazy. Where's the wife come from? I mean, he didn't mention a wife last time. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Chris to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You have to?
Yeah.
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Oh.
Mary, this is our new neighbor, Elijah, and his daughter, Amanda. I shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
Yeah.
Haha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. There is something going afoot. I think that's kind of like a for lack of a better word. No, I'm not trying to be derogatory or anything like that, but this is what they call them, the fag hag, which is, I mean, he's obviously gay, but he got married to a woman because, you know, it's proper Christian stuff. I mean, I'm not trying at all to be, you know, rude or bash gay people or anything like that. I really like gay people. I've got gay friends and stuff, but that's what they call them. That's not anything I came up with. That's what they call them. So, for lack of a better term, I think she is supposed to be like that kind of person, where she's just a trophy wife, basically. I should have said that. But trophy wife is only like if you married because it's beneficial for both of you, either financially or for status or something. and then you don't really love each other, and you begrudgingly pop out kids because that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm thinking she has something to do with that, because I don't remember him mentioning a wife beforehand. He was definitely raising 4 kids by himself. I could have swore that he was raising 4 kids by himself, because that was the very first thing that it was an awkward conversation about. Anyway, here, let me introduce you around. Let me introduce you to Damien. Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over... Oh yeah, there's the gothic guy. I forgot about him. Good eve, friends. Forgot about the goth guy. Damien, this is our new neighbor, Elijah. Ah, so lovely to meet you. He's the vampire. There always has to be a vampire in something. There has to be the goody guy that's Christian or religious. There's got to be the dark, brooding guy, which is the guy in the leather jacket. The vampire, the teacher, the athletic guy. You know, that kind of good stuff. So lovely to meet you. Shakes my hand and then bow. If you're ever interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. He's very old-fashioned because he's a vampire. But I'm gonna save this episode. I need to make sure because I actually didn't see it say save. Just double check. Okay, good. Okay, so that's going to be it for the 4th episode of Not Daddy Dating, because we haven't got there yet. Just Daddy introducing, and I'm not wrong about the 4 kids being his and raising them alone, and then like all of a sudden there's a wife. Like, where the fuck did she come from, honestly? I mean, he didn't have a wife in the 1st episode, now he's got a wife. And 4 kids that are creepy looking. I mean, not creepy looking, but creepy acting. Like the twins that are like the Shining twins, and the other kid that's just like brainwashed or something. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, share with your friends. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Maybe not Instagram so much, but at least Twitter, because I do stuff on there every once in a while. And if you go over here, there'll be a video that YouTube suggested you check out. My face will be in the middle. You can click on that to go subscribe. If it's red, you need to ease it sunburn and make it go gray again. I was working on that last night and it sounded better in my head. And then if you go up here, there'll be a video, or not a video, a link to the merchandise store where you can get some merchandise with my mascot on it. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.